Howdy folks, it's your friend Naveed with another video. So today I'm gonna talk about the turning point in a status quo in Europe. You are gonna see a lot of transitions in Europe. Recently in the United Kingdom, the left-wing party won the majority votes and became had gotten the position in the parliament. So now the right wing are kind of rivaling and fulminating that it will destroy the existence of the country. But let me tell you a story about the right wings of United Kingdom. They had been ruling for 13 years. And what reforms they did actually introduce? Nothing. They instead supported the cruel parties. They instead supported those who were the aggressive to the innocent people, who were very detrimental to the peace of this world. The right-wing party supported the Israel, and it even supplied the weapons, and they still are supplied. But now, after the left-wing party won the majority, and there seems a little bit prospect that now the supply and procurement of weapon to the Israel will soon be halted. So it's a great thing. And another thing is in France. Yesterday the election of France came to an end, and in that the France left-wing party won the majority, approximately 185 seats in the parliament. And it also shows a great possibility of that now the real cause of the left wing is to recognize Palestine, to give it status of being a state in France. It is big. And what happened with the right wing and centrist in France? Because they were antagonized by the French people because of their unwavering and incessant support to the Israel. This is what happened. And you might have also observed the other changes in Europe, like in Norway, which recognized the Palestine, and the people of Norway supported it, and it caused a lot of uproar in Norway, and which galvanized the politician to recognize the Palestine. So similarly, in Ireland had been very supportive to Palestinian cause, because the history of Ireland is replenished with the many kind of horrific and horrid scenes. They had been suffering, and the British Empire and currently British had been tormenting them. Their half of territories were occupied by the British, and they still claim they want to retrieve that, but British denies that. So it seems like that's why Irish, because they have already faced such consequences and such morass, therefore they support the Palestine cause. So in France, many are saying, it's kind of a very obnoxious term, what I had seen in the comment section when I was watching a video on Sky News. In the comment section, many supported the left wing will change the status quo of France, but the American Israeli supporters, and from capitalist minds, the stupidity of them, the capitalist mind, they were like, now France is gonna get burned, and France has become an Islamic republic. It's not an Islamic people. People have chosen the right path. People now understand what's necessary for France. Therefore, they have chosen the left-wing party, which will rule them and which will also append them to the righteous path, to the fastidious one that they want, they desire, they yearn for. Their longings and their whims will be respected. Now, but before, during the Macron era and Macron regime, French people were really needled, were deliberately glossed over by the French politicians of a right-wing party. Therefore, they have chosen the left wing because they see the prospects, and that indicates that French people I'm not talking about the politicians. French people stand by the Palestinians, stand by the oppressed. They never support the some kind of capitalistic idea. So it is a great. I appreciate this. But history, when we talk about the history, let me tell you a little history about Europe. So the changes have been perpetually happening in the Europe. It's not the first time that we are seeing. In the after Romans, Reformation. It was great period during the Reformation. The Protestants, Martin Luther rebelled against the papal supremacy, and mustered millions of people in Europe and sermonized them to stand against the papal supremacy, because the Pope always was supportive to the elitists, to the bigwigs, to the rich people, and but was tormenting the peasants. The peasants were deprived of their rights, and they were disenfranchised from suffrage, and they had no right to read the Bible. Only the rich could read Bible, and the popes and those who were the part of the priesthood, they could read the Bible, but the common people weren't allowed. Therefore, the Protestant reforms started, and the insurrection, which was occasioned by the Martin Luther, and it brought great change in European history, which is still remembered the great history in Europe. Another change after came after Second World War. Second World War. In Second World War, the fascism emerged in the Europe. Great fascism. Hitler killed massively thousands of people who stood against him and rebelled against him. Like, firstly, he targeted the Polish people, and then invaded the Belgium, and later on he invaded the France and to Austria and other countries. So, meanwhile, the French and other allies fought with the Hitler, the fascist Hitler, similarly. And now I can say that we can equate that era with this era, because now the Europe is in the hands of right-wing capitalists. And what's the work of capitalists? Productivity, profit, dividends. And they use some kind of shenanigans and subterfuges through which they get benefits for themselves. They do care only about their own proclivities. They don't care what's happening in the public and what public wants. They don't really care about that. So this change, I'm happy because I see the great change in Europe. And